First pitch, 453.
Pitch underway here in Rapid City a little bit earlier than expected at 4:53 local mountain time for game one of this two-game doubleheader. Caden Fireeisen at the plate. He's the third baseman here for Spearfish. Palmer Jacobson takes him out, and Fireeisen a two-bouncer to Hayden Hollick at first. He takes it to the first base bag himself. One up, one gone.
First base, the first out. The catcher number 2, Carter Lyon.
So 3 unassisted in the book for Spearfish. Start off this ball game. Here's Carter Lyon, and Lyon looks at a first pitch called strike from Jacobs. Game 1 solely on Hardhats TV this afternoon, with Game 2 featured on Fox Sports Rapid City as well as Hardhats TV. Jacobs hits the zone for a called strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Lyon goes down swinging for out number 2.
Shortstop number 9, Brady Hartwig.
Here's Brady Hartwig, and he fouls away the first pitch, 0-1. Hartwig swings through a breaking ball. 2 strikes the count on the shortstop for post 164. Jacobs misses high with a fastball. Here's the 2-2 with nobody on and 2 gone, and Hartwig bouncer right back to Jacobs. Underhand flip to Hollick in time. 3 up, 3 down go Spearfish in their half of the first. Hardhats the bat for the first time right here on Hardhats TV when we return.
We are your community. We are your neighbors. Our family of doctors are invested in our community. At Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center, we are honored to help you along the journey from injury to recovery. You have a choice with Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center, specializing in what moves you.
Welcome back to Black Hills Surgical Hospital Ballpark as the Hardhats get set for their first at-bats of this ball game against Spearfish. Lineup features Zeke Farley, the center fielder, Amarian Saylor in left field, Wyatt Anderson, the designated hitter, Harrison Good in right field. Farley scores the bunt, pulls back, and watches ball one miss outside. Peyton Tipton at the hot corner of third base, Hayden Hollick, the first baseman, Dylan Marsh, the second baseman, Philip Bentz does the catching, he bats eighth, and Wilson Kiefer, the shortstop, ninth for the Hardhats. Farley scores the bunt, drops down a nice one right in front of the plate. The catcher fires to first, not in time as Farley beats it out. Lyon had to barehand it, spin, and fire. Farley beat it out by a step. Infield bunt single. Farley's backed into the hit column after having his 10-game hit streak snapped against Cheyenne. Here's Amarian Saylor, and Saylor looks at ball one outside. Farley to second on the wild pitch. Alex Sunstead, the Spearfish pitcher for game one. Right-hander kicks and deals and misses outside ball two. Saylor scored the bunt that time, pulled back, and Lyon will trot out to have a word with his pitcher. Defense behind Alex Sunstead, Connor Comer, Noah Molman, and Cody Chapman occupy the outfield. Runner takes off for third base. The throw down is way over and goes into left field as Farley straight steal of third base in safely. So man 90 feet away already for the Hardhats. 2 balls and a strike on Saylor. 2-1, bouncer right side. Farley will score, and a 4-3 ground out. Tystad to Sieber in time, and a 1-0 Hardhats lead. Productive out for Amarian Saylor. Saylor with RBI number 19 on the season. And with 1 out, nobody on the base paths for post 22. Here's Wyatt Anderson. First pitch, breaking ball called for a strike on the inner edge. This one bounces in front of the plate, even at 1-1. Anderson, a 7-game hit streak coming into play. Sunstead winds, kicks, and deals. The 1-1, called strike 2 on the outer edge. 1 and 2 on Anderson. The 1-2, breaking ball down and away. Anderson laid off. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1-0 the Spearfish lead. 1-0 the Rapid City lead, rather. As Anderson looks at ball 3 outside. And strike 3 called on the outer edge. Anderson goes down looking.
The right fielder, 14, Harrison Good.
So 2 outs now, nobody on the base paths for Harrison Good. Good bats from the right side. First pitch, a ground ball, left side. Brady Hartwig bobbled, and he won't have a play as Good beats out the air. E6 extends this inning.
Correction number 10, Pete Tipton.
Here's Peyton Tipton. Runner on first, 2 gone. And runner takes off. Tipton fouls it away right at the plate. Peyton Tipton on the season coming into tonight. 12-game on base streak on the line. 11 hits in 47 at-bats. Does have 1 home run on the season. Hit 1 out against Watertown a couple weekends ago. Sunstead ready, and another check on good. Rough weekend for the Hardhats, dropping 3 of 3 to Cheyenne. Cheyenne improved to 16-0 on the season. The Hardhats now sit at 7-9. And just 1 game into the Spearfish season. Actually 2 games. 1 opponent into the Spearfish season, but against Gillette. Tipton swings through a breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Peyton. Set, and the 1-2 down and away. Even count, 2-2. Sunstead ready. And the 2-2 runner takes off. It's a swinging strike 3.
Strikeout ends the inning. As post 22 leaves 1.
Down goes Tipton, swinging for out number 3. 1 run for the Hardhats, 1-0 their lead after 1 inning of play. Back for the second after this on Hardhats TV. First pitch on Ty Sieber. Called strike 1 on the left-handed first baseman against Palmer Jacobs. 1-0 Hardhats early on, and the 0-1 misses up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gorgeous evening for baseball here in Rapid City, right around 62 degrees as Jacobs misses outside ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Jacobs out of the stretch, kicks and deals, and Sieber lines 1 foul, out of play. Even at 2-2 now. Set, and the 2-2 misses outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming to Ty Sieber. Jacobs faced the minimum in the first. And it's a chopper right side, fielded by the second baseman Marsh to Hollick in time, out number 1.
The DH for Spearfish number 27, John Bloom.
Here's John Bloom. Designated hitter will hit from the right side. 1 out and nobody on. First pitch, slow roll right back to Jacobs. Overhand throw to Hollick in time. Score at 1-3 in the book, out number 2.
Number 17, Cody Chapman, right fielder.
Now Cody Chapman, defensive right fielder for Spearfish. And Jacob swings right through and gains a swing and a miss from Chapman, 0-1. 1-0 post 22. 2 outs and nobody on, top of the second. And another foul tip. Chapman down the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Now the head from Jacobs comes set at the chest, kicks and deals the 0-2. Foul ball straight back out of play. 0-2 the count remains. See where Jacobs and Bentz go here. The 0-2. Breaking ball, called strike 3 at the top of the zone. A backwards K ends the second. For the Hardhats defensively, 3 up, 3 down go Spearfish once again. And the Hardhats back to bat after this on Hardhats TV.
Gunderson, Palmer, Nelson, and Ashmore has provided a full range of legal services for over 40 years in Rapid City. As one of the largest and highly respected law firms in western South Dakota and multi-state region, our expert team of diversified attorneys offer a very personalized style of legal representation. Whether it's support and recommendations with legal documents or the strongest proponent in a court of law, trusting who you hire as your advocate is vital in achieving the best results. Contact the experienced professionals today at Gunderson, Palmer, Nelson, and Ashmore Attorneys at Law.
Back at the ballpark as Hayden Hollick steps in on the right side. 1-0 Hardhats early on. Instead, Wines kicks deals, and Hollick looks at a called strike on the lower outside edge. 0-1. Hollick, the first baseman for the Hardhats, stands straight up. Stance, half swing, but a called strike either way. So down the count he goes 0-2. Hollick 7 hits and 19 at-bats on the season, batting .368. And breaking ball misses a touch outside that time. 4 singles and 3 doubles for Hollick in 7 games. Another breaking ball, this one in the turf. 2-2. fouled away. A fastball at the top of the zone. The 2-2 once again. Down and away. Now 3-2 on Hayden Hollett. Payoff pitch, Sunstead into the line, and a breaking ball lined to second on a one bouncer. Tysted to Sieber in time. 4-3 in the book, out number 1.
Only out. The batter, number 16, Bill Marsh.
Now Dylan Marsh. Tapping the plate on the right side for Marsh. Second baseman defensively. And he looks at ball 1. Marsh just 0 for 3 on the season. And a chopper up the third baseline, foul. 1 ball and 1 strike on Marsh. Freak injury right before the season started, catching a bullpen. Caught a foul tip off of his right hand. And Marsh looks at a called strike. Outer edge. Sunstead winds, and the 1-2 down and away. 2-2. This Marsh's junior season. And a fly ball to center field. A couple steps back for Noah Molman. And he makes the grab out number 2.
Center fielder, out number 2. The batter, number 21, Philip Betts.
Here's the catcher, Philip Bentz. Nobody on and 2 down for the Hardhats. This book it to the ballpark night. Bring a book to donate to a local charity and gain free access into the ballpark. The 0-1, foul tipped back to the backstop. 0-2. Ben's back into the lineup. Has 5 hits and 16 at-bats, batting over 300 at .313. And this one, a ground ball left side, fielded by a shortstop Hartwig. He fires the first, a nice stretch on the back end by Sieber. The Hardhats go down in order in their half of the second. 1-0 post 22 as we head to inning number 3. Back in a moment, right here on Hardhats TV. Back at the ballpark as Connor Colmer swings through a high fastball from Jacobs. Colmer, the left fielder, defensively for post 164, and he looks at a called strike 2, 0-2 on Colmer. Colmer, Tystad, and Molman. Jacobs misses down and in. One and two. And a swing and a miss on the 1-2. Down goes Colmer. Out number 1. Third strikeout of the ball game for Palmer Jacobs. And for Palmer, his last outing on the mound came against Gillette in Gillette. Pitched very solidly in the 9-inning game. Called strike 1 on Hogan Tystad. Palmer went 6 innings and a no decision in that one as Tystad swings through 0-2. Ended up just allowing 1 unearned run against Gillette. And 2 hits. Fastball called strike 3 at the top of the zone. And back-to-back strikeouts make it 3 straight going back to inning number 2. This one a looking variety and 4th overall for Jacobs. 2 up, 2 gone, nobody on for Spearfish. And Jacobs misses high on Molman. And fastball at the top of the zone, fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 misses high, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 popped up right side out of play. 2-2. The 2-2. Breaking ball and dribbled left side. Peyton Tipton on the ground. A wild throw goes right past Hollick. And Molman will reach on a 2-out error.
The leadoff number 20, Caden Firehouse.
Top of the Spearfish lineup now in Fireheisen. Molman on first and 2 gone. Fireheisen. No batting gloves on the right side. Second at bat against Jacobs, and first pitch breaking ball misses high. 1-0. Fireheisen 3 unassisted ground out his first trip. Start off the ball game. The 1-0. Fouled away. 1-1. Catcher on deck and Carter Lyon. One, a called strike 2, outer edge. Breaking ball from Jacobs. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Caden Fireheisen. The 1-2. Waved at and missed, and down goes Fireheisen swinging. Strikeout number 5 for Palmer Jacobs, and it ends the 3rd inning. Hardhats leading 1-0, and they bat once again in their half of the third after this on Hardhats TV. Bottom of inning number 3, Wilson Kiefer will lead things off for the Post 22 Hardhats against Alex Sumstead. Kiefer squared the bunt, pulled back, and watches ball 1 miss low. Wilson Kiefer on the season 8 hits and 34 tries. And he looks at a strike calling up the top of the zone, even count 1-1. That's good enough for a .235 average. 1-1, called strike 2. Kiefer thought about it. The line kick due, and the 1-2 line drive right to the shortstop counterpart in Brady Hartwig. And Kiefer out on the line out. Here's Zeke Farley, the lone hit of this ball game, and lone run coming, both to this man. Farley a single to lead off the ball game, a bunt single. First pitch, strike called at the knees. 0-1. A 1 chopper up the third base line foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now 0-2 on Farley. Sumstead into the line and the 0-2. Flying ball center field, a few steps back for Mallman, and he's underneath of it now. Makes the grab out number 2. One center fielder flies out to the other. Here's Amarian Saylor, the lone RBI in this ball game. RBI ground out. Two outs, nobody on. First pitch to Saylor, popped up sky high behind the plate, out of play. Oh, and 1. Sumstead, that was his 40th pitch. Actually 41st. Now his 42nd misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Saylor. 2 outs, nobody on for the Hardhats. 1-1. Popped up behind the plate, out of play. Ball and 2 strikes on Sailor. Shorter with stance with the 2 strikes and into the wind. The 1-2. Line drive into center field. A diving attempt by the center fielder, Malman, and it rolls all the way to the wall. Look out, Sailor around second. He's heading for third, and he will be sent around third. Here he comes all the way to the plate, and he will score standing up. An inside the park home run for Amarian Sailor, his second inside the Parker of the season. And it all has to do with the diving attempt in center field. Plenty of speed around the base paths. Put a stopwatch on that one. And it's 2-0 Hardhats. Here's Wyatt Anderson, a breaking ball, called a strike at the top of the zone. 0-1, here's the 0-1, called strike 2. Anderson went down looking in the first. 2-0 Hardhats. And the 0-2, down Rouet at the plate. 0-2, the count remains on Anderson. And strike 3 called. Anderson goes down looking for out number 3. But the Hardhats, an inside the park home run for Amarian Sailor. They take a 2-0 lead over Spearfish, heading to inning number 4. Back in a moment on Hardhats TV. Top of inning number 4, 2-0 Hardhats over Spearfish. A called strike 1 on Carter Lyon. And Lyon fouls away the 0-1. Strikeout his first try against Palmer Jacobs. Marion Sailor responsible for both runs batted in. One an RBI ground out and the other an inside the park home run. 0-2, line drive, backhand snake by Dylan Marsh, and a backhand, the snake on the backhand by Hayden Hollick, and he can't handle the low throw. So it'll be an E4 to start off the 4th for Spearfish. Here's Hartwig. Runner on first, nobody out. Jacobs kicks and deals and hits the zone right above the knees, 0-1. Hartwig, a bouncer right back to Jacobs to end the first inning. The underhand flip about 3/4 of the way over the Hollick. And Jacobs misses down and away. Even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Hartwig already decently busy at shortstop. The 1-0. Breaking ball called strike 2. One and 2 on Hartwig. And Jacobs fires over to Hollick. Had to reach for him, but corralled it as Lyon dove back in. The 1-2, bouncer right side. Marsh bobbles it, falls down, and can't recover. And another E4. Results in another base runner.
The first baseman, number 8, Ty Seaver.
2 on, nobody out. Tying run on base, Sieber at the plate. He's 0 for 1, bouncer to the right side to Marsh, his first trip. And a fake move back to second for Jacobs. First pitch to Sieber, swing and a miss, top of the zone, 0-1. That high fastball has been a target for these Spearfish hitters. The 0-1. Bouncer past Palmer Jacobs to second for 1, over to first in time. It's a 6-4-3 double play for first 2 outs of the inning. Kiefer to Marsh and to Hollick. Hartwig out at second, Lyon to third. So the tying run now brought to the plate. And first pitch called strike on John Blue. He himself bounced back to Jacobs on the mound. A 1 chopped to Kiefer at short. He fields and fires to Hollick in time, out number 3. So post 164 strands a base runner at third, and it's still 2-0 heading to the bottom of the 4th in favor of the Hardhats. Back for that bottom of the 4th inning after this on Hardhats TV.
We are your community. We are your neighbors. Our family of doctors are invested in our community. At Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center, we are honored to help you along the journey from injury to recovery. You have a choice with Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center, specializing in what moves you.
Bottom of the fourth, the called strike one on Harrison Good, breaking ball from Sunstead, and the 0-1 breaking ball, this one in the turf. A ball and a strike on Harrison Good. Reached on an error his first trip, so he's just 0 for 1. 2-0 Spearfish. And trails. Called strike 2 on Harrison Good. One, two, outside. 2-2. And the 2-2 chopper right by the Hardhats dugout. Harrison out in front of that one. And ball 3 misses outside. Now 3-2. Payoff pitch, Alex Sunstead to Harrison Good. And it misses down in the turf. It goes back to the backstop. Good hustles down to first and takes a turn, but he's content right there.
The batter number 10, Peyton Tipton.
Now Peyton Tipton, a strikeout victim against Sunstead his first try. Part of 3 total strikeouts for Sunstead. Runner on first, nobody out. 2-0 Hardhats, and Good is checked on at first. First pitch misses high, and a back pick play down to first. Good dives back in. Tipton squared the bunt and pulled back. The 1-0 swings away this time, and a high fastball to throw down to second in time to get Harrison Good. And that's out number 1. Caught stealing 2-6. One count on Tipton, and he swings through a breaking ball. Ball and 2 strikes. The wind and the 1-2 misses high. 2-2. And the 2-2, high, ball 3. Full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch. And this is down and away. Another walk given up, this time to Tipton. Both of the base runners via the free pass. Caught stealing mixed in between. Now Hayden Hollick, bouncer right side his first time to the second baseman Tystad. Tipton out first, 1 out. First pitch to Hollick. Strike on the outer edge. Fastball, 0-1. Hardhats with 2 against Spearfish here tonight, and then 2 in Sturgis against Post 33 on Thursday evening. 5 and 7 the times for those. And both nights, only the second game featured on Fox Sports Rapid City, along with Hardhats TV. But all the games will be streamed live on Hardhats TV. The 0-1, outside, backhand, stopped by Lyon. Sunstead approaching 60 pitches. This will be 58, and Hollick looks at a called strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes to count, nobody warming in the Spearfish bullpen. Two 7-inning games here tonight. And another check on Tipton, he dives back in safely. 1-2 to Hollick. No blooper right side, but it's out of play.
There's a $3
Hardhats look pretty forward against Sunstead. Haven't had a lot of solid contact, just the home run. One, two again. Misses high, now 2-2. Right at the eyeballs of Hollick. Another check on Tipton. This time they got him. And Tipton arguing that first baseman blocked the first base bag, but he's picked off. So 2 base running mistakes for the Hardhats in this inning, the 2 outs. The 2-2, line drive to center field. A long run for Molman, and he makes the running catch for out number 3. So Sunstead ends up facing the minimum in the 4th. And Spearfish trails 2-0, heading to the top of the 5th. Back in a moment on Hardhats TV. Top of the 5th, and a first pitch called strike 1 on Cody Chapman. 0-1 the count. Palmer Jacobs back to the hill for the Hardhats. Chapman, a strikeout victim, went down looking his first time, and breaking ball misses down the lane. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1, breaking ball called strike 2, right across the letters. 1-2. Jacobs ready, and the 1-2. Line drive down the right field line. That's a fair ball hooking into the corner. Round first, Chapman digs for second. He dives in with a leadoff double. So that's the first hit of the ball game for Spearfish. Extra base hit for Cody Chapman. Here's Connor Comer. First pitch, he squares the bunt, drops it up the first base line. Jacobs fields and fires, and it hits the runner. And everyone will be safe as Chapman goes to third.
The second baseman, Hogan Tystad.
Hogan Tystad. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Signs relayed in front of the plate by Philip Bentz. Tystad, a strikeout victim against Jacobs. Part of 3 straight over the second and third innings. First pitch, runs inside and hits him. A bases loaded and nobody out.
The center fielder, number 3, Noah Molman.
Here's the 9th spot of Noah Molman. And nobody out, bases full of Spearfish jerseys. Hawk in front of the base runner at first. First pitch to Malman, and it runs inside, hits the helmet of Malman. And it'll be an RBI hit by pitch, 2-1 in favor of the Hardhats.
First run from post 164. And now that the leadoff, number 20.
Still nobody out, Malman to first. Top of the order now in Caden Byreisen. First pitch to Fireisen. Called strike at the top of the zone. 0 for 2 day for Fireisen. Bouncer to first, unassisted, and a strikeout swinging. And Fireisen chops one foul behind the plate, 0-2. The 0-2. Strike 3, calling outer edge, bottom of the zone. Fireisen goes down looking. Huge out, number 1. Tying run at third, go ahead run at second. Insurance run at first. Here's Carter Lyon. 0 for 2 day and reached on an error his last trip. And this one, a line drive, base hit into the right field corner. That'll score 2. Lyon digs for second, and the ball comes in, and it's a 2-run, 1-out double for Carter Lyon, and Spearfish takes the lead, 3-2. Now Brady Hartwig. Molman on third. And Lyon aboard second. And Hartwig flies one down the right field line. It'll reach out to play. Both of the big hits against the Hardhats in this inning down that right field line. So they're late on the fastball from Jacobs, going to the opposite field. The 0-1, inside, ball and a strike. Hartwig reached on an error his last time. 0 for 2, a bouncer to Jacobs, his first time. Infield in for the Hardhats. And the 1-1 Foul tipped behind the plate. 1-2. Jacobs set, and the 1-2. Down and away, snagged in the turf by Bentz. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes on Hartwig. Two. Strike 3 called, outer edge. And backwards came the book for out number 2.
Strikeout, number 8, Ty Seaver.
Now Ty Seaver. Double play victim his last trip. Bounced to Marsh at second his first time. 2 on, both in scoring position, and 2 strikes, and 2 outs, and strike 1 called at the letters. The outer edge 0-1. 3-2 Spearfish. All 3 runs in this top of the 5th. Jacobs misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. First base is open. The 2-1, fouled away, left side out of play.
Bring us all back to the same booth. Give you $1, sponsored by Lycos Pediatric Dentistry. Thank you.
Already 4 errors for the Hardhats in this ballgame. And Jacob steps off before the 2-2. 2's across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on in scoring position, and 2 gone. 2-2, up and away, ball 3. Payoff pitch. Jacobs to Sieber, and he misses for ball 4. Bases loaded now for John Bloom, the 9th man sent to the plate this inning for Spearfish. Coach Clapper out in the dugout to have a word with his entire infield before the at-bat with Bloom. Mound visit concludes. Here's John Bloom, 0 for 2 day so far. First pitch, strike right across the belt, 0-1. The 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner edge. Bloom rests his bat on his shoulder and didn't want to pop it off. 0-2. And strike 3 called on the inner edge. Bloom goes down looking, but Spearfish takes the lead. A couple of hits, a couple hit batters, and it's 3-2 Spearfish heading to the bottom of the 5th. Hardhats to bat right after this on Hardhats TV. Two bouncer to third off the bat of Dylan Marsh, and one up, one gone quickly for the Hardhats, trailing 3-2 now. Here's Philip Bentz. Just 2 hits aside in this one, 3-2 Spearfish, and Bentz lines one to right center field, a long run for Malman, and he makes the grab out number 2.
The batter number 15, Wilson Kiefer.
So now Wilson Kiefer. And quickly now the Hardhats down to their final 7 outs at the plate here in game 1. First pitch to Kiefer popped up, out of play. Oh and 1. Sunstead winds, kick, steals, and another pop up out of play from Kiefer. 0-2 now. Go 2, swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and Hardhats go down in order. We head to the 6th after this on Hardhats TV. Bouncer to Kiefer at short in time, 1 up, 1 gone. First pitch from Jacobs to Comer. Called strike 1. 3-2 our score in favor of Spearfish. Reliever warming in the bullpen for the Hardhats. And Comer swings through the 0-1, now down in the count 0-2. Believe it's Nate Kindred in the bullpen. 0-2, breaking ball swung on and missed. Comer goes down swinging for the 2nd time. So he's 1 for 3. 8th punch out for Palmer Jacobs. That big 5th inning, scoring 3 runs for Spearfish. Here's Hogan Tystad. And Tystad, a line drive, base hit right back up the middle. Got up with the high fastball that time. And it's a 2 out. Single. Here's Malman, and Malman looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Fastball and powered right by Mallman. 0-2, 2 outs, runner on first. Mallman a closed off stance in the 0-2 and pop foul out of play. Still 0-2 the count on Noah Mallman. The 0-2. Line drive, base hit in the left field this time. Past the diving Kiefer. Back-to-back singles with 2 outs. Bring up the top of the Spearfish lineup in Caden Fireeisen. 2 on, 2 gone, 3-2 Spearfish. And now out hitting the Hardhats. 4-2. First pitch to Fireeisen, called strike, inside edge, 0-1. The 0-1, breaking ball, missed high. 1 ball, 1 strike. One, fly ball right side. Harrison Good underneath of it, a step in fair territory, makes the grab for out number 3. A couple of base runners stranded for Spearfish in the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th we head. After this on Hardhats TV.
Gunderson, Palmer, Nelson, and Ashmore has provided a full range of legal services for over 40 years in Rapid City. As one of the largest and highly respected law firms in western South Dakota and multi-state region, our expert team of diversified attorneys offer a very personalized style of legal representation. Whether it's support and recommendations with legal documents or the strongest proponent in a court of law, trusting who you hire as your advocate is vital in achieving the best results. Contact the experienced professionals today at Gunderson, Palmer, Nelson, and Ashmore Attorneys at Law.
Leading off for the Hardhats, bottom of the 6th inning, Zeke Farley, 1 for 2 day, top of the Hardhats lineup. Trailing 3-2, Alex Hunstead misses outside for ball 1. Farley squared the bunt and pulled back. Just 1 extra base hit, the inside the park home run for Amarian Saylor, and Sunstead misses outside ball 2. Farley, an infield bunt single to lead off the bottom of the 1st. He came around to score the opening run of the ball game for the Hardhats. He offers at this one and drops it down a foul. 2 balls and a strike. Those are the only 2 runs for the Hardhats. The inside the park home run and the RBI ground out for Amarian Saylor. Pretty good candidate for the player of the game. 2-1, drop down right in front of the pitcher. Tough play for Sunstead. He fires across, not in time, as Farley beats out another bunt single.
Number 13.
Now in the first inning, Farley advanced to second with a wild pitch and a straight steal of third base. Had him at third for the RBI ground out. Plenty of speed there, will not be surprised to see him take off as Saylor looks at a called strike one. Outer edge. One for today, 2 RBIs for Saylor. And check on Farley, dives back in. The 0-1. Farley takes off. The pitch is up and away for a ball. The throw down to second is not in time. Farley just beat the throw. Very close bang bang play. And it looked like our field umpire was ready to call him out, but decided against it. And Farley talking with the middle infielders of Spearfish. So a stolen base for Farley. And Saylor swings through the breaking ball at the top of the zone, a ball and 2 strikes. Tying run in scoring position now for the Hardhats. Sunstead delivers, and Saylor lines one into left field. That drops for a base hit. Farley being sent around third as the left fielder bobbles it. Saylor to second. He's in with an RBI single, and we're all tied at 3. Another RBI for Amari and Saylor. A single and advance to second on the air. RBI single for Amari and Saylor.
Number 23, Kai Jackson.
And Kai Jackson in place of Wyatt Anderson. A couple of strikeouts for Anderson on the day. And both he went down looking. So he's replaced at the plate in the designated hitter spot by Kai Jackson. First at bat for Jackson. Nobody out, tied at 3. Go-ahead run now stands at second. Left-handed hitting Kai Jackson, the only left-handed batter to face Sunstead. He drops down a bunt up the first base line. Sunstead fires to first in time. Saylor up to third and now 90 feet away from the Hardhats, taking this lead. Marion Saylor. So Jackson does exactly the job that he needed to do. And high fives all around from the baby blue jerseys. First pitch to Harrison, good. Waved at, missed. 0-1. Good walked his last time up. Reached on an error the time before that. Infield in for Spearfish. The 0-1. Line drive, base hit right back up the middle into center field. An RBI single for Harrison. Good. Gives the Hardhats the lead back. It's 4-3.
The batter is number 10, Peyton Tipton. Your attention.
And it might be a pitching change for Spearfish now, as Henny is up to pinch hit. Riker Henny at the plate, the 0-1, called strike 2. 4-3 Hardhats. 0-2 on the pinch hitter, Riker Henny, in place of Peyton Tipton. And Henny looks that ball one way upstairs. Good aboard first after his go-ahead RBI single. The 1-2. Waved that and missed on the breaking ball. Henny goes down swinging, out number 2. Here's Hayden Hollick. Runner on first, 2 gone, 4-3 Hardhats. 0 for 2 day for Hollick, and good checked on at first. First pitch to Hollick. Fly ball, right field. A couple of steps back for Chapman, and to his left, he makes the grab, out number 3. Hardhats retake the lead 2 in this inning for the Hardhats, and they take a 4-3 lead heading into the 7th. Final inning of regulation here in Rapid City for Game 1. Back in a moment on Hardhats TV. Top of the 7th here in Rapid City. Game 1 of the 2-game doubleheader. Hardhats and Spearfish. Palmer Jacobs out for the 7th inning. Reliever Warm in the bullpen. And first pitch, slow bouncer to Tipton at third. He fires across in time. And that's actually Marsh at third, so a little bit of defensive adjustments.
That is Dylan Marsh at third base.
So 5-3 in the book. Carter Lyon down for out number 1. Brady Hartwig, the new batter. So Marsh at third, Kiefer still at second, Amarian Saylor at second base, Hollick at first. Hartwig swings through a first pitch breaking ball down the count 0-1. And strike 2, caught on the outer edge, 0-2. So Henny replaces Saylor in left field, with Amaria moving to second base. 0-2, Jacobs to Hartwig, and he just got a piece of it. Still 0-2. Ty Sieber will bat regardless of the outcome with Hartwig. And the 0-2, touch outside. Ball and 2 strikes. It is Kindred Warm in the bullpen. Not too many Hardhats are that tall that they can just rest on the fence down there. Now 2-2 as Hartwig looks at ball 2. The 2-2. Strike 3 call, lower outside edge. Hartwick goes down looking.
For out number 2, and the batter is the first baseman number 8, Ty Seaver.
Now Ty Seaver, 0 for 2 day. Double play victim, a bounce out to second and reached on a walk. Jacobs looking for the complete game, leading 4-3. And first pitch up and away, ball 1. Two outs, nobody on, the 1-0. Outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 bouncer left side in through the gap and in the left field. A base hit for Ty Seaver, going the opposite direction. Here's John Bloom. 0 for 3 day. Runner on first and 2 gone. 4-3 Hardhats, tying run on base. First pitch to Bloom. Swing on a miss. 0-1. Check on first as Seaver dives back in. The 0-1. Fly ball right side, and it's in foul territory it lands. Harrison good on his horse to try and make that play. Unsuccessful, but a no ball and 2 strike the count on Bloom. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and down goes Bloom, and that's out number 3. Hardhats, 4-3 winners over Spearfish in Game 1. Game 2 coming up in about 30 minutes, and we'll have a new stream on Hardhats TV on YouTube, starting in just a few moments. 4-3, the Hardhats are victorious over Post 164.